So somebody asked me a really good question. Can you please explain the rapture? Is it man-made or a God thing? So this is a doctrine dealing with eschatology. So eschatology is a study of the end times, end of the world. And from a Christian perspective, we would talk about things like the final judgment, Christ's second coming. So this is a part of eschatology, and it's a popular part of some Protestant and evangelical views of the end of the world. This doctrine comes from the 19th century around the year 1830. John Nelson Darby was one of the first people to make it really popular. Now the word rapture goes back to a Latin word that is used in a translation of 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verses 16 through 17. So this passage reads, "For the Lord himself will descend from heaven with a cloud of command, with the archangel's call, and with the sound of the trumpets of God. And the dead in Christ will rise first. Then we who are alive, who are left, shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. And so we shall always be with the Lord." So Latin word rapture is in verse 17. The key phrase is rapimer. It comes from Latin verb rapeo, to seize, carry off, or to snatch up. So on the face of it, when you read this, it seems to say that when Christ comes at his second coming, the final promise of the resurrection and dead will be fulfilled. Those who have died in Christ will rise first. And then if we happen to be alive at Christ's second coming, we'll be caught up with them. Those who are left will be caught up together. Now the idea behind the rapture is that Christ will come and all of us, those who are the believers, will be caught up to God, and those who don't believe will be left behind. They won't be taken up to God. And also the other thing that'll be left behind will be the true believers' clothes, their personal possessions, their vehicles will be left behind. So you have in Left Behind series things like planes crashing because all the Christian pilots are going to disappear, cars crashing, mayhem, and madness. And those who will be left behind will be forced to face something called the tribulation, the final series of evils and calamities that will befall the world before Christ really does come in his second coming. So you're starting to see a little bit of a difference here, that the rapture doctrine relies on the idea that Christ's second coming will be split into two. Like Christ will come to rescue the church from tribulation, from these final disastrous elements at the end of the world. And then he will come again after the tribulation to usher in the final judgment. And so Catholics will disagree with the rapture because the constant teaching of what the scriptures say when Christ returns to usher in the second coming, that's going to be it. There's not going to be some kind of prolonged gap between that and the final judgment and the resurrection of the dead and the end of the world.